city council person, name some of the things that you would do. Somebody pick up.
Okay, all right. So in the city council, you know, one of the things we talked about, all of our keystone parts that we would be pushing for. But one of my great expectations as a city council person is to be someone that's going to work with all groups across all areas, including our business that are in the city, our nonprofits, to work with the police department. So I see one of my major accomplishments would be being that person that's going to bring all parties together to help solve the issues in the city. Whether it's affordable housing, whether it's a tax issue, whether it's education, or whether it's getting people to jobs. And so those are some of the things that I'm looking at. One of the things that I've done in the past was created summer youth employment program for the South Province Development Corporation to push the hospitals to hire people from the community because they were not hiring enough people. So that's one of the things I really would like to do, is because we have some of the highest unemployment rate in the state, in Providence, and particularly in our West End area. So I think that's one of the things that I'm looking for, is to be that person that's going to work with all groups, but really pushing on the education, pushing on our job growth, and working on spreading the tax burden. Those would be my areas that I'm really looking to go forward on, and what I'm hoping to do in my experience.
Thank you.
I've been walking our ward since June, and I hear some very specific things that people are asking for that they have not seen results on in our neighborhood. So the first one, as I've mentioned, is affordable housing. That's something that I would address immediately on day one. The second thing is a disparity in the way city services are rendered across our ward. We have one area that is very leafy, very clean, very well maintained. When you cross over into another area, it's very neglected. And as city council person, I would be sure that there's an equitable distribution of resources across our ward. For example, Ellery Street Park does not have lights. So in the fall, children who want to play basketball after 4 o'clock have to do it in the dark. And this also happens to be in a very low-income area. There's that kind of strangulation from resources that I find very unacceptable, and that's something I would address from day one. Another thing I hear about is speeding and traffic calming. When you get to the cut-through streets from Westminster Street over to Owls Avenue, it's a Grand Prix freeway. I talk to families who have children who want to cross the street to go to the park, and their families are afraid to let them go, even accompanied. We need to take a comprehensive look at our traffic calming plan in the ward, which hasn't been looked at in years, because our ward has changed. People have moved in, it's more densely populated, and our traffic systems are bananas over there. So these are the tangible things that make a difference in people's lives in day one, and that's why I'm running for city council, to move the ball on these things that have been ignored for years.
Thank you.
These are great things that I've also heard in the neighborhoods. I would just say too, so I've for 14 years worked in Providence and in Rhode Island with a broad number of community organizations who are all fighting for fairness and equity. And I think being able to bring that fight into the halls of government as a city councilor, right? Being able to very concretely do the coalition work that I've been doing for my entire life, really, since moving to Providence, but also before, building agreement across difference to solve some of these huge problems, ensuring that we have the access to the resources we need, of course, like standing up very concretely for ways to be able to throw your trash out when you're walking down Broadway and Outwells is something that I've heard a number of times, and traffic and affordable housing, but also being able to make really clear path moving forward to ensure that the Community Safety Act is fully implemented and that we're doing everything we can to work inside city government and with the broad community of Ward 13 and the broad community in Providence to make sure that we're fighting for equity.
Thank you.